The whispering woods was freezing to death. And only one small, trembling owl was brave enough to save it. The first wind of the long freeze did not bring snow, but a silence. A silence so cold it hurt to breathe. In a hidden clearing, the forest elders gathered. The ancient turtle, his shell frosted with age, spoke with a heavy heart. The Heartstone, atop the lonely mountain, has grown cold. Its fire, which once reflected the sun's warmth back to us, has dimmed. Without it, this freeze will never end. He looked around the circle of worried faces. There is only one among us, small and brave enough for this journey. Pip. All eyes turned to the young owl. Her feathers were still soft with youth. Pip, the turtle said, his voice gentle but firm. You must take this. He nudged forward a single, glowing feather. A feather that pulsed with a warm, golden light. You must place this on the Heartstone before the dawn star fades from the sky. If its light dies before you arrive, the cold will be forever. Pip's heart fluttered like a trapped moth. She was so scared. The lonely mountain was a sharp, rocky peak that scraped the sky. It was a journey of terrifying cliffs and winds that could freeze a bird in mid-flight. Clutching the warm feather in her beak, its heat spreading hope through her body, she took a deep breath and launched into the brutal night. The wind was a monster. It slammed into her, screaming in her ears, trying to steal the precious feather. Below, through the icy haze, she saw a family of foxes huddled together, shivering. Pip's heart ached for them. Her mission was no longer just a task. It was a desperate race to save her home. Suddenly, an icy gust, stronger than all the others, twisted her in the air. The glowing feather slipped from her beak. She watched in horror as it spiraled down into the inky blackness of the deepwood below. Despair, colder than the wind, gripped her. I've failed. The forest is doomed because of me. But as she plummeted after it, she remembered the shivering foxes and the trust in the ancient turtle's eyes. I can't give up. Everyone is counting on me. She landed silently in the snow-covered deepwood. Her eyes, sharp and desperate, scanned the darkness. Then she saw it, a soft, golden glow coming from a small den. She hopped closer. Inside, the lost feather was tucked gently between two sleeping rabbit kids, its warmth creating a tiny shield against the deadly cold. Their mother looked at Pip with grateful, tired eyes. Without a single moment of doubt, Pip did something incredible. She plucked a large, soft feather from her own chest. She gently nudged the phoenix feather away and placed her own feather over the kids, making sure they would stay warm. Taking the phoenix feather once more, now feeling its warmth as a part of her own brave spirit, she shot back into the sky. She reached the summit, just as the dawn star began to flicker and fade.
The Heartstone
was a grey, lifeless lump of
ice.
ice. With the very last of her strength, Pip placed the glowing feather upon it. Nothing happened. Then, crackle. A thread of golden fire spread across the stone surface.
A thread
It
of
blazed
golden
to
fire
life,
spread across
pulsing
the
with a
stone
steady,
surface.
warm light. A wave of golden warmth flowed down the mountainside like a visible ripple. The sharp cold retreated, replaced by a gentle, thawing warmth. The whispering woods sighed in a deep, thankful quiet. When Pip returned, the ancient turtle looked at her, his old eyes full of pride.
You taught us all, little one. You taught us that the smallest act of courage is fueled by love. can melt the coldest despair.
Pip had lost one of her own feathers, but the rabbit mother had woven a tiny, golden thread from the phoenix feather's light into Pip's plumage. It glowed softly in the moonlight, a permanent reminder of the night her love lit up the world. Moral: true courage isn't about not being scared. It's about being brave enough to be selfless, even when you're terrified.